beautiful downtown Fort Greene, Brooklyn. I was raised in Manhattan. How did I get to Brooklyn? People like to know. Well, it was cheap. In the early, different generations of writers have settled in New York City and Greenwich Village or Lower East Side or the East Village.
I don't need to go to Manhattan. Brooklyn is self-sustaining in a way, but Manhattan's also a resource, just like the beach is a resource, or I don't know. I mean, the whole of New York is a resource. I'm from California, so I was out there last year. There's something about the climate, there's something about the West Coast, the dryness in the air, there's something about the landscape that I like.
I was raised in Salem, Massachusetts, which is an old New England town. It was, I believe, started in 1642. Salem, Massachusetts is also very well known in the United States for the witch trials. A group of young girls began to accuse people in the town of witchcraft, and there were many people who were hanged as witches. One man who was crushed to death, and it became this sort of witch hysteria. And because of that, it has a very gothic, sort of dark feel. We would have picnics in the graveyards. We would hang out there. My school was in the basement. My first school was in the basement of graveyards, so we'd play. Our recess was hanging out and running around and playing in the graveyard, playing house with the graves, and all of that just made it all seem very normal to me.
My great-grandfather was Angelos Sicilianos, who was born in the late 19th century, and he died before I was born. And he was, in a way, he didn't have a very good relationship with his son, my grandfather, so it was almost a negative presence in the house. My grandfather thought he was a pompous peacock. The poet's wife, Eva Sicilianos Palmer, in a way has been more of an influence. She was a theater director. Together they had this kind of visionary ideal, and they started something called the Delphic Festivals in Greece in 1927.